This is the Talking About It 23 Sneaker Channel. Talking About It 23 Sneaker Channel des Mainichi, absoluno de Mainichi media, because every single day I'm bringing you content about sneakers, upcoming sneaker releases and sneaker news. And as you know, if you've been watching my channel a lot lately, a lot going on, shooting on green screen, blah-de-blah-de-blah. You've heard me talk about it a lot. Link down below if you're interested in why I'm shooting on green screen, all that kind of stuff. Check out the video down below about things that are happening in the channel over the next couple of weeks. But let's just get into what we're talking about today. I'm doing a kind of series of sneaker reviews about sneakers that I like, that I have in my collection and that are important to me. And today what we're going to be looking at is one of my all-time favorite silhouettes, which is the UltraBOOST Uncaged, and one of my all-time favorite collaborations, which is the Parley. As I said in the introduction, today is all about one of my favorite silhouettes, the UltraBOOST Uncaged, and one of my favorite collaborations, the Parley. And I'll be talking to you about my favorite features of this shoe and my favorite features of the design and the collaboration that went in behind this shoe. But before we get into that, let's talk about subscribing. Please do subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow, especially in this hard and busy time of my life when I'm trying to keep that daily content going. Seeing the subscribers rise really helps me keep going and getting that daily content to you guys out there. So I really appreciate if you subscribe and help the channel to grow. And as I am here in Japan, I do always slip a little bit Japanese in there and say "Toroku onegaishimasu." Saikin channel no toroku shite kureru kata ga fueteru node, tasukarimasu, kansha shimasu, kando shimasu, toroku shite kureru to kando shimasu node, zehi toroku onegaishimasu. Okay, so let's have a look at this sneaker. It is one of my all-time favorite colorways. I really love the UltraBOOST Uncaged. Now, there's a couple of things that I really like about it, especially compared to UltraBOOST 3.0 and 4.0s, because this is kind of the same generation. Maybe they still drop silhouettes and colorways like this, but the UltraBOOST 2019 seemed to have kind of superseded this, and this seems to have been kind of moved to the past a little bit, but maybe they'll still bring out a few colorways in the future. But the things I like about this sneaker, number one is I love this top line here. This top line here is absolutely phenomenal. On the UltraBOOST 4.0 and 3.0, you do not get the same amount of ankle support that you get from this sort of elasticated sock-like effect around the top line here. And that really gives you stability in the shoe. It really does. It's an incredible feeling to have that there, snug. Whereas for me, UltraBOOST 4.0 and 3.0, they feel a bit loose around the ankle and almost like my foot is kind of slide side to side. But this gives a stability that the caged versions don't give, in my mind. Another thing that I really dig about these shoes is the lacing system, especially the way it's just sort of sunk right in there into the upper, and you can see it's just a part of the upper. It's not like there's not a tongue, so it's the upper is one complete upper, and then the way they built the lacing system into that, I think, is really cool, and it's a really fine looking sneaker because of that. But my all-time favorite feature of the UltraBOOST Uncaged is the 3-stripe branding on the toe box there. I think that's absolutely stellar. I don't know how well it's showing up on the video, these 3-stripe brandings here, but that's my all-time favorite feature of the UltraBOOST Uncaged, is moving the branding that you'd normally see on the midfoot of a sneaker and moving onto the toe box, and it's on the medial side of the toe box. If I hold the two up together like that, I hope you can see that in here the 3-stripe branding on the toe box there is a real cracking feature. So they're the three main things that I like about the design of UltraBOOST Uncaged. But specifically, we're talking about the Parley today, and the Parley for me, it was a shoe that I really wanted. I couldn't afford to buy them retail, so I got these in a sale for a very cheap price, 8,000 yen, which is like $80 or something, which is really cheap for an UltraBOOST Uncaged. But the thing I like about the Parley line, I hope you're able to see the Parley on the heel there, and the thing I like about it is that they use recycled plastic bottles to make them, and specifically I think what they make out of those recycled plastic bottles is the stitching that holds the shoe together. I don't think it's the prime knit or the laces or the the boost or anything like that, or the continental outsole. I don't think it's that. I think it's the stitching that holds the shoe together is actually made from recycled plastic bottles from the oceans, and that is a big deal to me. The ocean plastic and trash in the oceans is going to be a massive problem for the whole planet in the coming years, and the fact that Adidas are ahead of the game working with Parley to get bottles out of the ocean, convert them into thread that they can use on shoes. I think it's great. It's great to see a company spending that kind of money and that kind of effort to bring a problem, an ecological problem, an environmental problem into their shoes and deal with it. So I appreciate the UltraBOOST Uncaged colorway, silhouette itself. Sorry, the UltraBOOST Uncaged silhouette, and I appreciate the Parley line within that for what they bring to the world, to the planet, and to the environment. Okay, that's one of my favorite shoes that I have right now, an important shoe for me in my collection. I'm glad to bring it to you guys today and to talk about that. I am dropping this kind of content for the next couple of weeks just to keep ahead of the daily drops. Very hard to do, to keep ahead of those daily drops, but I'm managing to do it, just managing to do it right now. If you appreciate that, hit me up with a subscribe down below, and I usually do this every single day, so for sure please come back and see me, because I do want to see you tomorrow.